Hi everyone, this is a Ryobi 1.4 hour lithium ion battery, which is about 12 years old. It has had a pretty hard life, but it's pretty much the end of it now. The batteries are pretty shot in it, and I over the years have bought a couple of these ones which are 4 amp hour batteries, and then in more recent times I bought these 5 amp hour batteries. So these really have only been used in my radio, a light duty application, but it's getting to a point they don't even last in that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to strip the batteries out and put some new ones in. Now these batteries use a special torque bit here, which has also got a little dimple in the middle, so you can't just use a normal torque bit. But lucky I do have some screwdrivers here. You probably can't see that. These have got the hole in the centre, so we should be able to yep. So there we go. You can even see the some numbers on there. Now these are spot welded together. So we have some new batteries here. So these are Samsung batteries again, actually, by the 8650s, which are exactly the same as these. So the 18650s are 80mm in diameter and 65mm in length. I don't know what the 0 stands for, but that's pretty much it. So if you're replacing batteries, you got to make sure you get the same size. So now these are what they call a 13Q, and that means they're 300 milliamp. And so if you look on the bottom here, this says it's actually 1.4 amp. Well, that's probably a bit of a stretch. These are 1.3 amp hours basically. What you need to watch out for is the continuous amp rating. So these actually have a 15 amp continuous rating. There's a lot of batteries out there that are quite a lot less, like 5 amps and 10 amps. And to be fair, they would be quite good for something like this, which the old radio, which doesn't draw lots of current. But if you're if you want to do something like your impact driver, then you probably want more amps continuous rating. So long story short is these batteries, obviously these are quite 11 years old and 1300 milliamps. So what I've purchased is the 25Rs. So these are 2.5 amps or 25,000 milliamps. So quite a bit more power, more volume of amperage in these batteries. And these batteries also have a 20 amp continuous rating compared to the old ones, which were 15 amp continuous rating. So 1300 milliamps, 2500 milliamps, 15 amp continuous rating, 20 amp continuous rating. 11 years difference is quite obviously packed in the same size, quite a big difference. What I found is you can actually purchase a whole range of type batteries, all the way down from 5 amp hours, 5 amp continuous rating, but you can get more amperage, so you can get 3500 milliamp hours out of them, or you can go up higher. The higher continuous rating, generally the lower per hour rating. But so I thought these were quite a good compromise of 2500 milliamp hour rating and a 20 amp continuous rating. So before I get going here this morning, I'm just going to check the batteries, make sure that they're all good, the new ones. So that's 3.55. So I'm just going to quickly go through all these and make sure they're all good cells and they're all semi-charged. So be a So I want to put some pressure on the bottom terminals while I'm soldering the top ones. So the way I've done that is I've got this little piece of board here, and so that sticks up, so that's something. I've got a little thing to keep that straight. And so what I plan to do is just going to put some I've already done this side. I'll put a little bit of solder along on here. That one needs a bit more, and then I'll just put some solder on this side so we're all ready to go. So there you can see I've got a little bit of solder on all those on the inside. Now we're just going to check. So positive on the first one is up here and negative on the last one's there. And that's how we make 18 volt for 3 volt batteries. So stick that in there. It's going to be like that. Put it in properly. Make sure it's in. Both sides are in. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to press down with this, melt the solder. Hold it with that screwdriver, what solder's on, and just put a piece of damp cloth on there to cool it down. Flip it over, do the other side of that one. So this one here doesn't seem to have soldered properly, so I just need to put a little bit more solder on that one. For some reason it didn't quite work the way I want, so it's a way to check it. There we go, 3.5. So they all check out, and when I was testing, I was doing from the metal to the metal on the other side, not onto the actual terminal. So they don't feel warm at all, they feel cold, so that's good. The damp cloth was working. It's important not to get them too hot. Obviously soldering is a bit more dangerous than, well, not dangerous, but the likelihood of something wrong happening than a spot welder. Spot welder will obviously be better, but obviously a spot welder you have to buy, another cost, and we're trying to do this on the cheaper way of doing it. So there we go, that's all soldered up now. So the next thing is we'll just stick it in the charger and see if that works. And there we go, so now it's charging. So they're all 3.55, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when they are fully charged, what it comes up to. So while we wait for those to charge, I'll just tell you about, so these newer batteries, obviously they're double the height, so they have double the amount of batteries on them, and they're paralleled up still to make 18 volts. And but pretty much the same process to replace those. They also have a little security bit here, so you have to pop that out before you can actually undo the 4 corners. and I guess if it's under warranty, you obviously don't want to do these, and you wouldn't want to pop that security bit out, but obviously that's what that says, a warranty thing. So these also have a temperature monitor in them, and so you need to take that off the batteries as well. They're this very old style, didn't have any of that. So and obviously this one's even got a light indicator to tell you how good the battery is. So whereas this one doesn't have that either. It's well past. But yeah, so relatively a simple process. In a minute, once this is finished charging, I'll give you a demonstration from the old batteries to the new batteries, the power difference. So this is an old battery that's been fully charged by the charger, and so what we're going to do is be driving these construction screw bits in and see how many it does. This is a 10-year-old battery, so let's see how many we can do. We've got a few here. See how before it goes flat. I can't believe that. I only did 1.5. That was very poor. I thought it would do a lot more than that. I was actually quite disappointed that that other battery only did 1.5. So here's another battery of the same vintage, and I'm just going to try this one out, see how good it is as well, before we try the new battery out. Well, that's not very good. That one's obviously completely dead as well. So there you go. These 11-year-old batteries are completely stuffed. Right, so I got the new pack battery here, new date on it, changed the back on it so I know which one it is. So let's see how many screws it can put in. Quite disappointed with the old battery. $18, and it's still going strong. I'm sure it'll be able to put all these. There we go. That's pretty impressive, I believe, for a rebuilt battery. Be able to put 18 screws in and take 20 out, and it's still going strong. There's nothing wrong with it. So that's awesome. So that's big thumbs up from me for repacking your batteries.